hello. Do I want to spill my coffee? I don't know. So many mysteries. So few answers. Hello. Oh, silver. Silver. Ooh. Never mind, I guess. Our shirts got here and now I don't know where I put them. I don't know where. Hi, Kaiser. Hello, Myra. Okay, wait. I missed a bunch of notifications. Hold on, Myro. Congratulations on getting married. I know that I have not connected with you yet, but I'm so happy and I'm so overjoyed. And congratulations. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Happy 43-month anniversary. What the hell? What the hell? Thank you so much. Hello, Leona. Hello, Neat. Christian, thank you so much for resubscribing. Happy 17-month anniversary. I really appreciate that. Thank you for always... Wow, I just hit something on my mic, so if I sound different, I'm sorry. Thank you for always bringing the energy, the hype. Man Beast of the Opera, my favorite. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Happy 33-month anniversary. Cannot believe it's been 33 months. Also can't believe it's only been 33. Sylves, happy 21-month anniversary. Jeez, you guys, we have some serious numbers up in here, and y'all started a freaking hype train. We just pushed it over 100%. If you guys want to participate, you can unlock exclusive emotes by subscribing, gifting subs, using bits, or I think there's something called a hype trash. I don't know what it is. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Joshy Poo. Thank you, Diva, for resubscribing for 28 months. Sorry, I had like a flashback, like a That's So Raven moment, but in reverse, a memory, if you will, of the last time I spoke to you, which was on Quinn's stream, and I was making Quinn read Insane, Deranged, NSFW post. The month of loving you and feeling loved. Aww. Thank you for always brightening my day. Also, I'm gonna pay you. I think I haven't. I feel like I thought I was. Okay, turning down music. Sorry. Is that better? Hold on. Is this better? My mic is doing something weird. Is this better? Is this better? Okay, I don't know. Mic was doing something weird. Oh, here are the t-shirts. Okay. Silver. This is yours. The sleeve action. I don't know. There's stuff on the sleeves, and then this is mine. Anyway, so I'll be sending that up for you. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if you guys heard me yapping. It doesn't really matter if you heard me yapping or not, because I was just saying nonsense. Well, I was talking about what a hype train is, and thanking you all for resubscribing and being who you are. Sorry. I literally turned my computer on for the first time in like basically since I last streamed, which probably wasn't that long ago, but maybe it's been a while. But basically, I haven't touched anytime you guys have seen me on here has been basically when I have touched my computer. I've been doing a lot of stuff, but I simultaneously haven't been doing shit, so. I don't know what the point of that long-winded statement was. What's new with all you? Update me. Hit me with them updates. Hit me with those digits, girl. Thank you all again. I genuinely just clicked on their site and then chose build a pack. Although it's been a journey to get this underwear, because they kept denying my credit card and saying it was fraud. I was like, excuse me. And then their support line is just AI, like it tells you. It's like, this is not a person, you're talking to an AI bot. Not helpful. Not helpful. If I send a support email, I want to talk to a person. Am I? God. What is going on with the microphone? Hold on, let me see if... Sometimes it'll randomly turn on different filters. No, that's off, that's off, that's off. I don't know. Is that doing anything for you? Is that now, did I turn the gain up too much? A lot has happened. I made a lot of new friends and new memories. I am so proud. That's amazing. Congratulations. I'd love to hear more about them. I bought my first pair when they first launched, and I 110% thought my credit card was gonna get stolen. Yeah, no, they've been great though. I've been super, super happy with them. I mean, I got like 4 pairs. I haven't worn all of them, but I like good underwear. I like feeling held by my underwear. I don't know what you guys look for in a good pair of underwear, but I like feeling held. I did touch a Switch, but I don't know what Switch I touched, and I'm panicking. Not really, I'm not panicking, but... Playing through the Zero Escape series with your friend! So I thought about you directly while being forced to read through 2 visual novels. I used to be heavy into visual novels. Let me tell you that. What do you think so far? Feeling held by under? It's true. Well, is it not better? Do I need to keep touching stuff, or is it better? Those are all good things. Fabric type, stretchiness, and support. Also qualities to look for in a partner. So true. So true, girl. So true. Okay. How's this? If I remember, okay, so this is 1. We're gonna go with 1. This is 2. We're gonna go with 2. This is 3. We're gonna go with 3. And this is 4. We're gonna go with 4. Let me know which one works best. Was this 1? I think this is 1, but I could be wrong. I don't know. This is the problem. I do these things and then I don't do them. But then I do them. I wanted to any Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines fans here. If you're not a fan, you should be, and you should go promptly to my YouTube channel and watch my playthrough of the first one. Did I just hear my own voice? I don't know, I just heard. Anyway, basically, if you guys don't know, this game came out many moons ago. It came out in the early 2000s, and we never got a sequel because the game company went out of business. You know what, Manbeast? I told you what was gonna happen. It just sent because it's what it needed to. Oh, slay. It's always a different experience playing something. Anyway, so this first game came out years and years ago. We thought we were never going to get a sequel. Then in like 2015 or 2016, they announced that there was going to be a sequel, and we were all really excited, myself included. I pre-ordered the game, spent like over $100 on the collector's edition. The game got scrapped. I lost all my money. I still technically own the game. Well, own because it's not out. Like, it's in my Steam library. But I'll probably have to rebuy the collector's edition if I ever buy it again, if it ever comes out. So that's my point. So basically, it was announced in 2016, got scrapped, another company picked it up, it's now 2025, and it was supposed to come out Q1 of 2025. Well, now they just announced that it's coming out in Q3, Q4, in October, simply put. And I just wanted to see what's good. I haven't been watching these dev diaries because I want them to be, I want the game to be a surprise. Also, thank you guys so much for the hype train. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. But I haven't watched the dev diaries because I want to be surprised when the game comes out because I don't have a lot of faith in the game considering its hellish dev journey. But I'm trying to be optimistic. But I did want to watch this, so we're all going to watch it together.
I'm Marco Beerman, Executive Vice President of World of Darkness and Executive Producer on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Since our last update, we have added more content to the game, more narrative depth, character development, and we have also evolved Fabian's role.
I don't know what any of this is, but I hate the way these controls look.
We have invited you all to see the development of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 in the form of dev diaries, focusing on various areas from the game, including Camarilla, the Anarchs, the Hunters, and many other things. I implore you to check it out and learn more about the game. The status of the game right now is that the game is done. We are currently focusing on bug fixing, stability, and performance, so we can deliver the best experience to you guys once it releases. Bloodlines 2 will release in October this year.
Still no real date. They've just given us a month.
Please join us on Discord for any
Oh, that's all you have to
questions
say. Okay. Well.
There was someone I had forgotten. I thought he was gone. His destruction will change everything.
I have no idea what that's a reference to because I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah. Okay, so this is my problem. It was how do you say no so much and also nothing mood. So this is my problem. I don't know what's going on. So all I do, so it's just that every single time a big announcement comes out, I read the comments. I can't get over the fact that we cannot create our own character, a core part of what makes Vampire the Masquerade exciting. Insane if true. Okay, so you can choose your gender and you can choose your clan. There'll probably be hair options. Oh, okay, the game has a fully voice playable character. Oh, true. This is true. A lot of good points are being made. Oh, it's that they... Okay, so you do create your own character. Transgender clan of a backstory. Okay, so that was inflammatory. Yeah. This person's saying it's too soon. It's true, it has had more delays than the British train system. Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot they fired Brian and, yeah, okay. They did a bunch of weird things, so I'm really curious. Hi Kix, I'm good, how are you? I know, it's been too soon, they say, as if I haven't been waiting forever. See, what worries me is, so the World of Darkness series, which Bloodlines takes place in, has the really cool visual novels. I highly recommend them. One of them is called Shadows in New York. I forget what they're called. But it has a bunch of visual novels, which are excellent. Highly recommend them. Very cool. If you like vampires, you'll like these. And on top of the visual novels, they released another game, Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song, and it's one of the worst games I've ever played. It's just very bad and it's very clunky. I don't really know how it was reviewed. And the weird thing is, what really bothered me is that it had every chance to be really interesting. Yeah, so it has like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 4 out of 10. 67% of users liked it. That's about accurate. It's a puzzle game. It's not the worst. It's really just not good, though. I was really let down by it. So yeah, I haven't really... The visual novels are great. The first game's great, but I just really have not seen anything else. Yeah. Hi, Yuri. How are you? It's so good to see you. How was work today, Kix? Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, so... I don't know how I feel. As someone who's not involved with the series, when did it get confirmed that the game would come out? Like, how long have we been waiting? I think... Let's see. Original release date. Let's tell me. The original release date was March of 2020. And now we're in March of 2025. So it's been slow. That surprises me. Yeah. And the other thing, I have not watched the final. Let's watch the Final Destination trailer, because I saw that Tony Todd, you know, this is his last appearance, which makes me emo. Emo? Eno? What did I just say? I love me some Final Destination. But yeah, no, they've given the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 has had multiple release dates as well. So it's just been like one thing after another. I don't know who else is in this.
Drinks all around. Family.
I actually haven't seen all these movies.
Just gotta love
I think I've only seen 2 of them. The first one and the last
I
one.
always knew this day would come.
I got it.
I don't think you got it.
I held him off for years.
Charlie, get up here.
I don't like stuff with
Relentless
trampolines.
Son of a bitch. Won't stop till he finishes the job. Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, 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 oh.
Grandma, what's happening to us?
Years ago, I had a premonition that started it all. I saw
Oh,
what
okay.
death was about to do.
Queen, I guess.
I saved a lot of lives that night.
Everyone needs to get off the dance floor!
Lives that were never meant to be saved. But death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans.
This is the plot of a Supernatural episode as well.
This book, it will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
It all started with Grandma. Death is coming for us because we were never supposed to exist. Watch out!
Only by embracing death will it pass you by.
So sad to see him. He looked so sick. It's amazing that he really gave his all.
Because that would be crazy.
Good luck.
I miss you, Tony Todd. I miss you. Fantastic man, fantastic legacy. I will be sad. I will be sad. Usually the opposite happens at the party. Everyone get on the dance floor. Ah, my stream just came up. Hello, Dix. Nothing much. We're just watching trailers, chatting. Tony Todd, my beloved. Yeah, rest in peace, honestly. I am still not over that death. I will never be over his death. Vampire the Masquerade Final Destination crossover. At this point, the dev team of that game is going to face their own Final Destination with me. I'll tell you that. My headphones just shut off? I think my music just shut off because my headphones are low battery. Yeah, you shouldn't be shut off. Come back on. Come to mama. They really did. There we go. You have a question. Hit me with your question. They're gonna meet their final destination, and that final destination is your fists. Put them up. We're watching the first Final Destination theaters. Can take seriously though, like Rube Roebuck machine of cartoon. That's accurate. That is well said. Some games I wish aren't heading to their final destination. Cough cough. System Shock 3. What's up with System Shock 3, or what happened with System Shock 3? Ugh, blah, blah. Oh yeah, no, it's campy and ridiculous. Hello, Walker. How you doing? It's so good to see you. It is me. It's the fabulous you. How are you doing? Do I think games nowadays are less expensive than what they used to be back in the day? Do you mean like retro games or modern games? And like what time period? Got many questions. Well, I'm here to answer them. But at what cost? I think 5 is a massive step up from where it's stagnating in 3 and 4. So I'm hoping 6 can live up to it and break the Bloodline subtitle curse. Real. You know what? It didn't click to me until all of you just kept saying Bloodline stuff that we just talked about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I was not paying attention. There is a Bloodlines curse, and it's not mine. How many tacos make a person happy? Just give me one. That's all I need. I'm not selfish. Games in general from 80s to 2000s now. So there is like a misconception that like games weren't expensive. If I remember correctly, let me think about how I want to say this. Not that any of you are going to crucify me. Okay, so like for instance, if you guys know the game Chrono Trigger, which is a JRPG that was made by Squaresoft that came out for the Super Nintendo, it retailed for $80 in the US. If you adjust in 1995. So if you adjust that to inflation, the game was about $166, like if you were to convert that inflation wise. So yeah, you had a game retail for essentially $166, $80 back in the day, but still crazy to think about. So like you have to take that into account because, you know, not all games were retailing between like $20 to $40. Some of them were expensive. Yeah, exactly. And like kind of what Dick said, games have, I think here, this is what my thought opinion is, and I can't really remember. Like, other people might have more insight because they might remember. But as far as what I notice running a game store is that when you put out a new release, like a game is $60, $70 when it comes out, and we don't sell a whole lot of new releases, but we have sold new releases. For the reason we don't sell them is because they might retail for $60, $70 to $80, but they drop in price incredibly fast. So they don't retain value. So like I have a copy of Until Dawn that's on sale for 50% off because the remake did not do well. No one's buying it. It's a dramatic example, and also like not a like foolproof thing, but just something that I've noticed. So the thing is like you can find used and even sometimes new copies of games on the secondhand market that have dropped considerably to maybe what, you know, Target's selling them for. But even places like Target and Best Buy and things like that, they do sales all the time now, and there are digital sales on games. So, you know, the retail prices may not be decreasing, but the amount of times that games go to discount is crazy. Like, Dragon Age The Veilguard, I think pretty shortly after that released, it was already discounted, and it's like basically perma been discounted since it came out. Nintendo games do tend to hold their value. Not always, but they do tend to hold their value. Some of them do drop somewhat quickly, but yeah. So, you know, if you account for inflation, if you think about the fact that like we're very sale heavy as far as like discounting items after they're released, things like that, I think I would say maybe games are less expensive, but when they release, they're definitely not less expensive. And I think we're heading towards a more expensive game market. I feel like it's hard to find an average game is more expensive than probably an average game back in the day. But then if you look at a lot of big titles, a lot of them did launch for a higher price point at the time. So if you feel like a AAA title or an indie game, absolutely. But I'm thinking mainly of like physical releases, which even a physical release for an indie game is usually pricier because, you know, they have to be physically made, which still isn't, I don't think, as expensive. But physical media does need to make a comeback. It does suck that it's dying. It will in like a niche and boutique way. Video I was watching about it. Let's see if I know what video this is. I'm not that mad about the Discord update. I have to confess to you all. The games in the 90s were expensive, so why are we still complaining? Yeah, and that's the thing. If I'm looking at the thumbnail, and if we looked at old like inserts, definitely prices were still high. A lot of people don't have that insight, and it's never like an argument that I really get to have with people, because people are never asking stuff in good faith. I'm trying to read the comments in this, but they suck. I do agree though. I haven't seen this video. So I don't know what this guy is saying in particular, but I do agree that back in the day you actually received a finished product, and I do believe that the quality of a game that we're being given is not matching what we're paying in a lot of ways. I also think it's ridiculous that a digital game is the same price as a physical game, and I will always feel that way. Because it still makes no sense to me. I also think it's like predatory that gaming companies will take existing content in a game and turn it into a DLC that you have to pay for. I think it's fine to segment stuff if you really want to, but to make people pay for something that was in the original game is crazy to me. YouTube for the win, CC. Yes, I'm trying to exist on YouTube when I can. Welcome in. I also think people don't account for the inflation thinking of older games like NES that retailed for $50 or the equivalent of $100. Yeah, exactly. Inflation, yeah. It's really hard for me to conceptualize inflation as well, which is why I understand that people like leave inflation out of the discussion. But like it blows my mind when you look at how much things have changed. I want to try to with my old research paper on games, AAA studios in the game market. Of course, please do. I'd love to read it. I didn't like it because he's saying the excuses people have as games aren't finished now. I'm like, oh no, this one's a boomer. Yeah, and like, yeah, that's one excuse, but I have way more problems than that. And that's not the only issue people have. Like, I think that's such a small-minded way to think about it. I remember how big a deal it was that Phantasy Star 4 was $100 on retail. Yeah, that's $100 for Phantasy Star 4 is crazy, but yeah. Except for like Neo Geo, no one sold games at triple-digit prices. Well, we know how that went for them. The idea that you can push a product and release patches and promise of a fuller experience a year down the line is ugly and bad. Agreed. Online games are also ugly and bad. If you have a game that relies on a server or online play, I just don't think it should be $70. He also didn't mention the fact that wages aren't getting inflated. Economics for people is wildly different. Yeah, exactly. It's the thing, and this is an interesting thing, and I talk about this a lot when I'm at the store. If you guys are watching, you don't know me, I own a retro video game store. And one thing that's really affecting sales, not really affecting sales, that's really dramatic. One thing that does affect sales too is people don't have the space to collect. People don't have the space for shelving. They don't have the space to display their collections. So not only is it expensive to get a game, but people don't necessarily have the space to put it there. A huge thing that, you know, part of the reason retro gaming has always been around and part of the reason that people collect retro games is that people like to go for full sets. So people will collect every single NES game, and you're hunting these games down, and it's a great journey. And I've attempted to collect full sets before. I've never done it, but I've attempted several times. I'm attempting it right now with Sega Genesis. But for a lot of people, it's unrealistic, not only financially but space-wise, to collect a full set of games, because nobody had, people are sharing space with other people are living in one-bedroom apartments, things like that. And it's also the same thing with people want to buy CRT TVs, and it's not doable for them because they don't have the space for it. So space, money, all of these things really do factor into the retro gaming world and collecting and things like that. Are they complete? That's my question. But yeah, so space affects these things. But yeah, we're definitely in a very different economic area. And it's also, thank you for the compliment, Christian. And it's interesting because one of the stores that we have is up in Northern Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. It's 20-30 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. And it's a pretty recession-proof area, so we definitely get hit less than a lot of places, versus the store that I have in Charlottesville I feel definitely feels those things a lot more. And you also see that in the average price point of money that people spend. Collecting everything in a series at least can be enjoyable, but even then I've done that with the Lunar series, but do not see myself doing that with anything else. Yeah, it's an adventure. The collections I attempted to go for, one was TurboGrafx 16, which I decided not to do because it was really hard to find complete in box TurboGrafx 16 games and find them in the wild, and I hate buying stuff on eBay. It's just such a bummer. It's not as fun. And then I tried to do it for Sega Dreamcast, and I probably will want to go back and do Dreamcast, but Genesis has such a good mix of games and such a good mix of variety and IP, and it's so much cheaper than everything else. I'm really a victim of consumerism, not for games per se, but I collect dolls, and space is a huge issue. I can't even begin to imagine trying to shelve decades worth of video games. Yeah, no, it's tough. I miss my old office, if anyone remembers it. Not when I lived in my past apartment, but when I was still living with my parents and I had my bedroom and then I had my office. I miss that because I could really display stuff. I haven't really been able to display stuff in my apartment, which has been a bummer, and I'm excited to hopefully eventually move again. I've been trying to move for a while now. I'm hoping to eventually move again and to actually be able to set up a proper office, because I miss having my collectibles and I miss displaying them, and it's I think it's dampened my enthusiasm for a lot of things. It's not having a proper space has definitely dampened my enthusiasm for collecting. It's also, I think, part of what's contributed to me streaming less. It just feels different. So I'm really hopeful to have an actual space. Do you have the manuals for them as well, Dix? I'm curious now. We aren't like Last Gamer Levels of Collecting, where we have an entire library of games and collectibles. I wish I was, though. I literally don't buy figurines or even a TV or a console because space. Yeah, I did not get a TV until I moved in, until my husband and I started living together. Doing my part to keep the Nova store there, and we are very grateful for that. I'm pretty conservative in my space because I share this house. Yeah, so when I lived with my parents, it was my childhood home, and our house wasn't big, but I lived in a multi-generational home, so our house was split level living. So my grandparents had an apartment in the basement, and then we were upstairs, and then I had 3 other siblings. So when my siblings all moved out, and it was just me and my parents and my grandparents, all of a sudden I had all this space. So I was able to have my childhood bedroom, and then I was able to convert one of the bedrooms into an office. So that was the best. And I think that was my best streaming setup. When I first started streaming, I streamed from my bedroom, and then eventually got to move into an office. What Leon was saying about the fall fan of retro gaming versus fan of retro gaming TM with collection of space money for them. Yeah. That was a great set. I know. I'm curious to know what games you have, Dix, because I like to buy them off you. Oh yeah, I mean, we are always doing our best to keep things flowing up there. It's an adventure. Owning a store. Love to make money someday. Would love to make money someday. I was out buying CDs and records today and visiting a fellow small business in the in the area that I really, really like. And you know, we were talking because I'd brought our Xbox Series X that we had, and we were trading it for vinyl and CDs, and we actually ended up deciding to trade it for, or to go towards a really cool speaker setup. And we were just laughing because it's like they're very kind people. I love the way that they run their business. They really respect how we run our business. We were just laughing because we were like, we do so many things for other people, and karmically we try to give back, but we never make any money. So it's always funny. It's always funny. I'm happy to hear that's your guys' happy place. To everybody who's in the Northern Virginia area and had so many kind things to say for our 5-year anniversary, I am very appreciative. It means a lot to us. That's what we're trying to do. Create something real. I mean, it's crazy that there aren't really many places that have tangible experiences. So yeah, I think I have no desire to watch this video. I think because if I read through the comments, sorry, to go back to what we were talking about, when I read through the comments, it looks like he's making a lot of bad faith points. And I don't dig that. I don't know where I was going with that. I just don't dig that. Cost of living has gone up. People can't enjoy things. Nobody has hobbies anymore because nobody can enjoy things. You know? You're not going to shame someone for not being able to afford something because it's a third of your paycheck. I mean, there's so much stuff that I can't even buy. I have to sell my stuff all the time. I'm always selling things. I'm always getting rid of stuff. And it sucks. I do like to get mad. If I didn't have a business, I would probably fight with people online way more. But we were just discussing a video someone made discussing the fact that video games haven't gotten more expensive, which is true, but like, I don't know. It's just such, there's not a full picture with that statement. Is there any way to mute notifications for certain posts on your, like, I want to mute this. I'm gonna like lose my mind if I have to keep seeing the notifications for these reels I have on Instagram. They're really just bogging me down. I hate opening up my Instagram notifications. Having a life does make it so you don't fight people online. It's crazy stuff. I never dreamed it for myself. I have 3 reels that have gained a lot of traction. One of them has over 200,000 views. 200,000 views. Another one has almost 84,000 views, and another has 136,000 views. And the comments are just the most brain dead, inability to read, or just taking things way too seriously takes I've ever heard in my life. And also people just like threatening me. I don't make enough controversy to be threatened. Okay? I really don't. I'm too irrelevant. Also, I watched Goodfellas for the first time. Great movie. Great freaking movie. Really enjoyed it. Don't enjoy the fact that the movie basically starts off by being like, oh yeah, and this character's 28. Like, no joke, the narration says this character's 28. And then shows me a mid-40s Robert De Niro. I'm supposed to think that he's 28? That man's not 28. Honestly, I couldn't have played Silent Hill 1 or other PS2 without your video talking about emulation. People couldn't buy the overpriced physical media. I'm happy to hear that. I need to make a video. So the crazy thing about that video is long ago, I used to have this video up. Sorry, I just punched my mic. I used to have a video up about how to emulate all those games. And since then, that video is very outdated. So I don't repost it anymore. So I need to remake it talking about emulation, because I do talk about emulation a lot. And people in that video, in the comments, have left a lot of good advice on what emulation is and how to emulate, which is great. But then there's just, for like every good and helpful and wonderful comment, there's just like 10 terrible brain dead ones, and it's killing me. But I'm so happy that you played those and that you got to experience them. That's really, really wonderful. It really does open up a world of opportunity. Video game has introduced me to a world that gets too much hate in mainstream media. It's true, there's a lot of great online people. We all love emulation. Emulation is a really important tool for preservation, and also, like, people should have options to experience things the way that they want. Every time I'm tempted to argue with someone online, I think about what they're probably doing in the real world versus what I'm already doing, and, like, you know, I don't need to waste my time. Real. Emulation gave me my childhood and my third... Exactly. I'm so happy. 20 is the age you have to be to play someone in high school. Real. One of my first gaming experiences was playing Ocarina of Time and Project 64, but it was a weird Japanese ROM hack that made it 100% harder. Yuri, that's the most you thing I think I could ever hear. Like, you're like, yeah, I did this, but it was way harder than it needed to be. That's iconic. Was it in Japanese or was it in English? Because that would be iconic. Either way. What's everyone's opinion on the Beatles? Also, can we have a check-in on the Beatles, the band? The Beatles? Sus, did you miss what I said about the reel? I don't know if you heard any of that because you said there was an ad. I didn't even realize there was an ad running. I apologize. I love that you played it in Japanese as well. That's so great. You want to fling spoonfuls of potatoes at the Beatles. Is that a negative thing? Is that a positive thing? I feel like it could go either way. I know Leanna is a wonderful person, streamer, creator. Leanna's the backbone of why I'm funny. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna run through what I said. That back in the day, I used to make videos about emulation and how to emulate the Silent Hill series, but I couldn't keep up with it because things kept going down and changing. So I stopped making them. And because of that, anytime that I make a reel that seems like it's criticizing emulation, which I never am criticizing emulation because it's a super important tool, for every like helpful comment I get where someone explains that, like what emulation is, I get like 10 just brain dead comments or people accusing me of being like negative about something because their reading comprehension sucks. So it always blows me, but I'm really happy they got to experience those games. Emulation is a super important tool and a really important asset, and I think it's wonderful for game preservation and everything in between. Because, like, you know, I like Rule of Rose. I don't think people should have to spend $600 to play Rule of Rose. Regardless, I love the fact that I own Rule of Rose. So, beautiful realm of things. I mean, the band. I'm obsessed with the Beatles. I hate John Lennon. John Lennon actually fills me with a sense of rage I've never felt. He's very talented, but I've never felt rage like I've felt with looking at that man. I'm watching the Get Back documentary on Disney Plus, which I highly recommend if you guys just like music. I love George Harrison. I would follow him to the ends of the earth. I wish I could invent a time machine. My favorite Beatles are George Harrison and Ringo Starr. Know this. I love George Harrison's spirituality. I also love it because he just had major beef with John Lennon at all times. If you watch, it's insane. It's so insane. It's so insane to see the way that John Lennon treated all of the Beatles, but how John Lennon, there's this one point, God, I love George Harrison. Sorry, I really love George Harrison. As a man, as a performer, My Sweet Lord is a great song. But there's this point where, first of all, John Lennon's late every single day to every single rehearsal, like everything. He's literally late every single day. He wears the same damn outfit every single day. And I'm gonna bash my head in. Sorry, I'm thinking about this and I'm getting mad. I'm getting angry. So he's late every single day. And so it's too hard to explain the context of everything that's going on, but they're performing for a really big show. They're writing a whole new album. It's crazy. I don't know how they're able to do it. I have no talent. So it's just Paul, Ringo, and George, and they're there, and George is talking about how he was watching, actually I think it's at first it's just Ringo and George is talking about how he was watching something on the Sci-Fi Channel, and there's this huge ballroom scene. If you guys don't know the song that they did called I Me Mine, I love I Me Mine, and it's a great song, but he's talking about how he's hearing the melody of this ballroom scene where they're dancing, and there's this like very particular like sound of the music, and he says that he started basically going, I me mine, I me mine, I me mine, and I can't really sing, and that wasn't really my attempt at singing. Anyway, so he's talking about that, and during this time, John comes in. So I'm ranting about the Beatles, Cujo. I love you. I haven't been online in a while. I haven't seen you in a while, and I miss you. Thank you for paying me for Hulu. And he's like talking about, and he's doing the melody, and he's like playing it like he's just come up with this song, this amazing song. And John Lennon walks in and is like, starts making fun of him. And he's like, we're a rock and roll band, which first of all, shut up. Second of all, George just whipped this song up, and John Lennon just immediately starts putting him down. At one point, he literally pats George on the head, like condescendingly. It's like, aw, I'm gonna strangle John Lennon. Can't because he's dead. John Lennon, when I get you. Anyway, you should watch it. It's really insane. It's crazy to see how they come up with like their music, and it's not like a documentary in the sense of like it's not like them stopping and talking. It's literally just, they just recorded a crap ton of footage in 1969 of them just performing and talking and doing all this stuff, and it's really crazy to see them and just see like that era and just kind of see what was going on. It's just really, it's crazy. So Get Back documentary if you want to like lose your mind about John Lennon forever, because he's awful. He's so awful. And also their music, it's so crazy. Ringo Starr looks haunted. Ringo Starr looks like he's having premonitions about the future through the entire thing. Crazy. Josh, don't kid. Say it with your full chest. I'm praying so on Thursday I can sound check for Linkin Park. I hope you can. Not to brag, but I saw them in 2013 or 2014. A band that I really saw somewhat accidentally. They were my first concert, and I'm very grateful I did see them. It's crazy how John Lennon doesn't get hate, but Yoko Ono is insanely hated. Yoko Ono is also kind of the worst in some ways, but yeah, I feel like she caught a lot of flack that her husband should have caught. She's still alive, by the way. She's in her 90s. Insane to me. Ringo Starr knows when you're gonna die. The exact day, hour, minute, second, maybe even how. That's, Josh, when I tell you through this entire documentary, that's how he looks. Like, he'll be laughing and then he'll just stop. And it literally looks like he knows what's gonna happen. Digi, I don't know who that is, but I would love to see it. Know that I will blame a man first. Don't worry. Fear not. I was gonna see him in 2017, but I was younger and chickened out buying a ticket and regretted it immensely. It sucks when stuff like that happens. I want to play the drums. That's also why I want to move. I want to move somewhere where I can play the drums. Do I know how to play the drums? No. Are you kidding me? But would I like to learn? Yes. And can I not learn in an apartment? Also, yes. Also, I keep getting into this place where I Google stuff because I get excited because I like someone and they're dead. They're dead or they're in jail. So, tough time for me. Really. I like Googling people and like reading their entire Wikipedia pages, which sometimes is really easy and sometimes really hard. Because sometimes they're just wordy. I used to be like that. There was a point in time where I had seen every single like thing Cillian Murphy ever was in. I can't do it anymore, but I would like to. I'm too busy hyperfixating on Eminem to think about anything else. I did that with Christian Bale. I watched his entire filmography. This was like over 10 years ago now. Crazy. I did it with Cillian Murphy, and I did it with Dane DeHaan, I think is how you pronounce his name. Also, I do plan on doing it with Paul Dano, but yeah, I've had a big style evolution the last few months. You know, I'm excited for Sunday as well, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, on Sunday at 8 p.m., we are watching 8 Mile together, which is important. You guys should be there, be in the Discord, join the Discord, watch 8 Mile with us so that you can understand the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough that we're doing, which will be returning. Regarding Rule of Rose, I bought the fan-made vinyl recently because I wanted to have some Rule of Rose merch when I couldn't get the physical copy itself. That's awesome. And supporting small creators with the merch that they make is also fantastic. A lot of fan-made merch is better than real merch, and for stuff that doesn't get a lot of attention like Rule of Rose, it's super, super awesome. That's really sick. The soundtrack's amazing too. Hello, Corin, it's good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate you. How you doing? Hope all's well with you and the fam. You got D&D on Sunday? I'm gonna kill you. Cujo, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. I'm gonna start dying. I have a vague memory of looking at someone I wanted to see more of, and one of the Wikipedia categories about it was like association with Nazism. Blocked out the memory of who it was. Kanye West was always a fair guess right now. I was reading his Wikipedia 2 nights ago. I literally just I just get online and I just read. I'm hanging in there. Just been super busy. I'm that type of busyness where you don't even know what you're doing anymore. You just know that you're busy. You know, like I can't think. I feel like there's been so much going on that anytime I get a down moment, I just like stare at a wall. I know your birthday's in 3 weeks. Don't think I'm not paying attention. I think I missed it last year because Santi died. That is the unfortunate thing. Santi did die on your birthday, so that's always gonna happen. Oh, Cujo doesn't have a sub. He's gonna have to grift for a sub. I've learned to never look up what a country music star I used to like is up to now. It hurts. It hurts to really like someone and look them up. I appreciate the hug. Cujo's birthday's in 3 weeks. Yeah, Santi got a really rare form of prostate cancer last year, and he passed away. He was 10 years old. I miss him a whole lot. I did adopt a pug named Truman, who is an older pug from California. He's currently abandoning me. He does not love me like Santi did. He does love me a lot. He just likes his space, unlike Santi, who liked to be up in my business. But yeah, I miss Santi a lot. I miss Santi every day. I think of him constantly. I have, This is one of the photos I have of Santi, which was really nice. Someone made this for me. And this is a watercolor of him that one of our friends did. So, miss him a lot. I have a lot of Santi related things. I have a lot of pictures of him and paintings of him and little things of his. I miss him a lot. He was my soul dog. He was my soul dog. Cujo, shake that cup and shake that ass. What's happening with Dolly Parton? I know, Truman should make more appearances. Of course, thanks for stopping in, my dear. Take care of yourself. Yeah, he did pass on your birthday. Cujo's trying to shake ass for a sub. Truman doesn't think of me as his soul person, but I do love him. Truman's my other soul dog. How else would I have found him all the way in California? Cujo is always shaking ass. If Truman was my soul dog, he'd want to be in here with me. The man hates me. By man, I mean dog. Dog. Has anybody been gaming lately? I was like, who gifted a sub? And then I remembered I literally just said somebody needs to gift a sub to Cujo. Thank you so much, Dix, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Cujo, who manages it. It manages to grift every month, and we're grateful for that. We're very grateful. Hello, Richard. How are you? Cujo should have sent you his ass shaking, not just gifts. We can't all be Santiago, it's true. But we can all try. Cujo lives to grift yet another year. But yeah, what games have people been playing, if anything? Are there any games that have been released that I've missed? I feel like there aren't. I'm like looking on Steam right now. Steam keeps showing me dinosaur games. I'm going to bed. On stream. I hope you're all ready for that. Recently updated. Oh, Post Trauma is coming out April 22nd. I know that they had to push their release date, but I am very, very excited to play that. What game, Dix? I don't trust you. OMG sleeping stream, I'm ready. Good. GTA 4, I think. I can't really read Roman numerals, but I try really hard. Wolfenstein 2. Oh, yeah. Have you been playing Wolfenstein 2 for a while, or were you not? I don't remember. Says Zero Escape, not really, I guess, Texas, but I'm just in an abusive one-sided relationship with Texas. Yeah, you are. That game always makes me think of you. Uni just has you too busy. Real. I'm proud of you for focusing on school. I've been playing Death Stranding. This is addictive and also the most Kojima thing possible. That is Kojima, right? I have my glasses on. Yeah, I need to return. Also have Human Go. I return to Death Stranding. I just am struggling a bit with it. I can't tell if I'm about to push through to a better portion of the game. I'm really early in the game. I'm only a few hours in. But I just don't know if I'm ready to make that kind of commitment. I got a gift. What is this? What did you just send me? And you said it wasn't real. Bang on Balls Chronicles, a quirky, absolutely content-packed, destructible open-world sandbox adventure with combat, platforming, character customization, and collectathon scavenger hunt experience. Play solo, 2-player split screen, or online co-op for up to 4 players. No paid cosmetic DLC nonsense. What is this? I've been playing Bully. I want to replay Bully. I have not played Bully in like 13 years. Ooh. Currently playing a crap load of retro games. Super Mario 64, Jet Set. Oh, I love Jet Set Radio. Bunch to play Tomb Raider games for the first time. Nice. I did buy the Tomb Raider remasters, and you're playing those. Nice. How are the remasters? I'll also retry the original Resident Evil soon, this time on Steam rather than the OG PlayStation. If I suggest having a controller for that game. The remake of that game is also very good. I'm not really as big of a Resident Evil person as I am other games. And also as other people are. I feel like I'm very forthcoming with the fact that Silent Hill is a nightmare series to play, technically speaking, because a lot of people aren't used to like the tank controls of like 1. Resident Evil is the same thing, and I feel like it's not got the same warnings. It's like miserable to play. Safer Stream is actually really fun. This game does look really fun. It looks really cute too. That's so cute. When did this come out? Why do I feel like I miss everything? Yeah, 13 years. I think I was in middle school when I last played it. Play furry visual novels. Name one. Bully was the best GTA game. I agree. It's the only like game of that type that I've ever played. Rockstar's too cowardly to make a Bully sequel. True. The 4 through 6 remasters are buggy and shit from a but I don't really care about that though. It makes it funnier for me to play, even though yes, it's a flawed product. Lego City Undercover is the best GTA game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is pretty lit. I have always said that I'm going to play that game, and then I don't. I always install it, and then I just don't play it. Because I'm a bad person. Is there echo? Is there still echo? Buh. Never played Rockstar games outside of GTA, but Bully's really great. Did I play? No, I did not play the first Red Dead Redemption. No. I do appreciate that you guys are always surprised when I'm like, I did not play this game. Which is weird because I love cowboys. Like, I grew up watching so many cowboy movies, and I just think cowboys are really cool. And I kind of want to be a cowboy, but I don't think I have it in me. I also have the Ace Attorney trilogy on my list, but I don't know when I'll start that. I've been crazy. Replay Eve. Anytime there's like a problem or life feels terrible, replaying Eve just... Oh, I'm stupid. Echo's the name of the... Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Not so you guys can see it. But Eve fixes all. Pretty sure it's a retro now. You're allowed to play it. Thank God. As far as Ace Attorney goes, that is a game that I thought that I could not pay attention to and just like zone out and play. No, it's not. So I have not touched that. I have not played LA Noire either, but I do own it and I really want to play it. Red Dead Recession. That's how life is. Oh. This visual novel looks really cute and depressing? Nope, doesn't look cute based off of the reviews. It looked cute. This looks devastating. Let's see what games are supposed to... So, if Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 ever comes out, we will play that. Video games coming out. Let's see what games are coming out. Let's see. I wanted to play Suikoden, the remake of Suikoden. That's not really a new game, is it though? Let's see what's coming out in April. Is there anything in April I'm going to be playing? So far I'm not seeing anything. Oh, Lunar's coming out, but I don't think we'll play that because we played the original one. We might play some of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 when it gets re-released. I literally can't think of a single game that's coming out. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, Silent Hill F, what other games are coming out? There has to be more games. I would say Death Stranding 2, but probably not. Because I need to finish the first one, and the likelihood of me finishing the first one before the second one comes out seems low. okay with peen, Cujo. I was playing an 18 plus game that had an Ace Attorney minigame. They 100% give you the option to skip it, but thought it'd be fun and sexy. Nope, it was 45 minutes trying to retry legal arguments based on evidence presented. You know, need Eli to play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I've actually really wanted to play that game. I just haven't had time. Oh, Pro Skater 3 is amazing. Oh, it would be super sick if it was multiplayer. I'm gonna beat people to death. I don't think that's a function of the game. I will say I am excited for, even though I don't think it has an announcement, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. Mainly just because Trent Reznor is doing the soundtrack and Tony Dalton's in it. But yeah, I'm having trouble thinking of other games I'm excited about coming out. Are these all games? Doom: The Dark Ages? No. Dune Awakening? No. Elden Ring: Night Rain? No. Metal Gear Solid: Snake Eater? I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game. I know. I want to play a Metal Gear Solid game. I just don't think I'm good at them. What I would like to do, this is what I want to stream. I've never seen, or I watched, that's a lie. I watched the first season of Game of Thrones. I don't like Game of Thrones. I read the books. I don't like Game of Thrones. Beekeeper's Picnic, a Sherlockian adventure. I do not know what that is, but those are all buzzwords I like. I do like playing new games. There's just not a lot of new games that come out that I like, because I don't like shooters. I don't like anything that resembles Overwatch or anything like that. I love you, Cujo. Yes, we should be getting some kind of Switch announcement. I think April 2nd. April 2nd, they're gonna talk about the Switch 2. Why is the Switch your arch nemesis? Do tell me. I wish, can you search games by release date? In your, I wanted to see if I bought any recent games. There's probably indie, you guys are gonna see me play Post Trauma. That'll be a new release that's coming out in April, and a game that I'm really excited for. For which one, Dix? I don't see Persona for Switch that often. I do sometimes see the Xenoblade stuff. I can see what Xenoblade stuff we have. I'd be happy to send them to you, because I still haven't gotten you a wedding gift. I meant to get you something. I literally knew what I was going to buy you off your registry as well. It's more of a Nintendo thing, but as a chronic, I buy games on sale person, a lot of their main... Yeah, their first-party titles do not go on sale. Oh, Beekeeper's Picnic? Oh, Slay. Okay. I'll have to... Let me add that to my wish list. So my Switch is just barren beyond... Yeah, I went through... It was weird. I went through a time where, like, I was playing my Switch a lot because I was playing RPG Maker horror games. But then there really... I, like, played all of them. Not all of them. But, like, I bought a good chunk of them. And I didn't beat all of them. But, yeah, I was like kind of bummed out because sometimes the selection on Switch for that stuff is not very good. Beekeeper's Picnic. Oh, this looks exactly like something I would love to play. So I'm adding that to my wish list. I never know, like, with these types of like point and click pixel games, if anyone ever wants to see me play them. It doesn't seem interesting. They will never stop releasing GTA. When Corpse Party Blood Covered Guts port remaster, I made a Japan account to buy it. I never finished it, so maybe they'll give me a pick of my Switch account. That's what happens with me and my Switch is like I won't touch it and then I'll play like one thing and I'll be like, oh, the Switch has a great form factor. I want to play more things, and then I'll just keep playing the. Ooh, you know what's getting ported to systems? I Have No Mouth, and I Must Scream, but I Must Scream. I always mess up the title of that. We did stream that, and I have that on my iPad, but I'm very excited for it to come out. Okay, I'll show the trailer. I'm very excited because that was one game that I was like, I don't really buy games on my iPad. One, because I'm addicted to microtransactions, but two, because I just want to play them on my Switch.
I have decided to.
So yeah, this
return.
is the Sherlockian Beekeeper game.
Yes, to sequester myself away on the farm of my dreams. I have a notion to take up beekeeping.
They were wonderful years, weren't they? I loved every moment.
Watson is by my side again. I must ensure that he's able to rest and recuperate. A picnic, perhaps, on the cliff tops.
Oh dear, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid everything has gone wrong. Mrs. Duffy has been kidnapped.
My cat has been.
Like, these are the type of games that I play on my own.
There has been a heist over at the British Museum.
Roll up, see the 8th wonder of the world, a real-life mermaid.
So would you guys watch me play this?
I feel the need to remind you that I am retired. I am a beekeeper. As an ordinary citizen, I should leave investigative matters to the police. Let's have a look, shall we?
My dear Sherlock, how can I be of assistance?
I am devising a small treat for Watson.
I'm gonna do a poll.
Each to their own, I suppose. Personally, I shall be dining at a table.
I have the scent. View halloo! The hunt is on.
Why have you done all this, Holmes? The picnic, I mean.
There is something I wanted to tell you.
This looks really cute. I'm doing a poll on Twitch. Wait, the Clock Tower Rewind has pop-ups in it? I'm happy that you guys would want to see me play this. Okay, I will download the demo right now, and we'll play it on stream right now. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, though, so I'll be right back. Who is blowing up? Hello, I'm back from peeing. How y'all doing? Please do send it on Discord. Everybody stop blowing up. We're going to play a demo. Oh wait, actually no, there is a demo. There's games and demos. Don't sorry. Why are we blowing things up? You know what, Quinn? Real. Quinn, I literally almost started cackling on stream because I was thinking about your last stream. Not your last stream. Last stream I was on. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, why do you have to do that? What if you didn't and we said we did? I'm gonna shoot you with a gun. Know this. Know this. Ugh. I'm locking in right now. This is what locking in looks like. Alright, there we go. You do need to add, if you add an erotica redeem, I have so much erotica for you. Someone shout Quinn out. Because that's what you can expect. Yeah, you guys missed me sending Quinn the most insane erotica ever. Well, I was correct in my summation then. This is where the printing press created by the master counterfeit Prescott was hidden. There must be 2,000 counterfeit notes here. If all these had entered circulation, the Bank of England would have been severely undermined. Now we only have to wait to catch the bird returning to its nest. You think this man Prescott will return here? No, he was killed. It is his murderer I mean to catch, James Whitner, alias Killer Evans, known to have shot 3 men in the States. Well, if our Wild West friend here tries to live up to his nickname, I will be ready for him. I have my revolver. Good old Watson. You don't want to be on this list. It's not good. Stay where you are, Mr. Evans. If you value your life, you'll have a gun trained on you, and Scotland Yard will be with us in a few moments. I would advise you surrender. Well, I guess you have been one too many for me, Mr. Holmes. Saw through my game, I suppose, and played me for a sucker from the first. Well, sir, I hand it to you. You have me beat, and... oh no. Killer Evans is such a boring serial killer name. Whatever happened to Machete Man or something? You have almost 400k. I'm not reading the erotica. Quinn is. Quinn can come onto my channel and read it for you guys. Watson. You're not hurt, Watson. For God's sake, say that you're not hurt. I just can't stop thinking about House. It's nothing, Holmes. It's merely a scratch. Examine for yourself. It's just a flesh wound in my thigh. You're right. It's quite superficial. Is Killer Evans... yes. A clear case of self-defense on your part, dear fellow. Perhaps it is just as well it should end this way. If he had killed you, I would not have let him get out of this room alive. Love this. Holmes, I do wish you would stop that. Stop what, precisely? Ruminating over my injury. You said yourself that it is a flesh wound, quite superficial. I will be back on my feet again in no time. You must stop worrying. I was doing no such thing. I was considering an entirely different matter. I may not be the master of observation, but I have known you long enough to think otherwise, my dear fellow. There must be some way for me to help Watson. Making a close observation of him will be a good place to start. Can we pick him up? Tempting. He is not quite so injured that I need to toss him over my shoulder and put him in bed, however. You should, though. I hope they're gay in this game. They seem gay, right? Yeah, my intimate companion and biographer Dr. John H. Watson. Shall we see what can be observed about him? I should visit my brain attic afterwards to see what deductions can be made based on my findings. It's a yellowback novel entitled The Lady Detective Makes It Right. There's a picture of a young lady examining a footprint on the front and an advertisement extolling the virtues of cacao on the back. He was shot in his left thigh. The evidence is mostly gone. His blood-stained trousers have been burned. The bandage is not visible under his clothes. I can tell from the way that he sits that it is causing him some discomfort. Poor Watson. He has had quite enough gunshot wounds for a lifetime. Holmes, you're brooding again. I am touched that you are so affected. Deeply touched. But I hate to see you keep berating yourself. Sir, I will berate myself if I so dare please. His look of concentration is occasionally interrupted by him wetting his lips and clearing his throat slightly. I have just observed something important about Watson. I should enter my brain attic in order to see if I can make any deductions. Okay. How do I go there? I think this is it. I'll examine that leg. Welcome to my brain attic. I like to think of my mind as a space of well-chosen materials, information which I can draw on in order to complete my work. I keep a record here of people who are significant to me, represented by portraits on the walls. This blackboard is very important. I use it to combine observations I've made in order to make deductions. Metaphorically, of course. Oh, it's Mycroft, okay. Yeah, your brother. And then Watson. Well, see, I'm thinking about House. Okay. Deductions. Facts you discover will appear in the box below. You can combine them to make deductions and further your investigation. I have some important news to share with Watson when I know that he's quite comfortable. Can I help Watson? Important news for Watson. Watson keeps clearing his throat. I should examine Watson in the room for clues. I don't disagree. Okay, I don't think we can do anything yet. So let's go back and look at him. Can we pick it up? Nope. Can I pick it up? You may read it when I'm finished. Can I pick it up? Oh, Holmes, please don't do that. It's still rather tender. 1,000 apologies. Let me touch you. Can't think of any sexy songs to sing. Converse? You're quite certain you need nothing from me. I value your companionship, but beyond that, no special measures are needed. Becoming familiar with your competition, Watson. It is a jolly good little story. You see, this young governess goes to work in a large country house. Then one night, her employer is killed, seemingly by a toxin from an exotic plant he was cultivating, and she decides to make an investigation of the matter. Who are the suspects? Personally, I suspect the butler, who... Wait. If I keep telling you details, you will tell me who the culprit is before I have finished. Sorry, Holmes. You must read it yourself after I'm finished with it. Fair. Oh, if you click make use of his face, he says that. Okay. Well, single embroidered slipper on an oriental style. I lost this partner many years ago since it has been used as a receptacle for tobacco. Jackknife. Practice to keep my unread correspondence firmly secured in a mantelpiece. Huh. Can we take it? That's true. What's this? A memento of one of my early cases, a photograph of the late opera singer Irene Norton Adler. Yeah, the woman who was able to utterly evade my traps. I'm always rather pleased that she did. Eclectic selection of books. Once Watson's novels, my own reference books were carefully delineated. Ooh, I can never say that. But after many years of living together, they are helplessly muddled. What is this? Gasogene. Dr. Watson's gasogene is a quite clever device. The lower chamber contains water. The upper chamber contains tartaric acid and sodium bicarbonate. The two chemicals react, producing carbon dioxide and carbonating the water. Oh. He likes fizzy water. Pink pink pansies have been delivered to her door. There's a handwritten card, Rutherford cardstock. The penmanship is decidedly female, however has a certain lax from which I associate with those in the medical field. Dear John, wishing you swift recovery. The warmest regards, Rebecca. Gasogene, I barely know him. Dear John. Dear John. How presumptuous. Who's your friend? I like that you have a lady friend. From the color and the sauce and distinct smell, I think that once held a portrait to Miss Hudson's quite delightful curried lamb. I could go for curried lamb. I could go for lamb. Delicious dish which has sometimes even induced me to overindulge. However, it's quite spicy and salty. I've just observed something important. Okay. Let's pick up this beaker. I do have a specific purpose in mind. Why don't you trust me? He doesn't trust me. Watson has eaten the curry and now he's clearing his throat, often licking his lips. I conclude that he's rather thirsty. However, my most illuminating deduction, I grant you. Hardly. However, the mechanism remains the same when I am solving much more complex problems. I should find him something to drink. I could ring for Mrs. Hudson, but Watson would find it more charming if I were to find him something to drink myself. Well, I know how because I just tried to solve this puzzle before I knew that's what was happening. Get him some fizzy water. I love the finger near the lips. Makes me want to punch him. Why are we punching people? Yes, use it. Now I have a beaker full of sparkling water. Here you are, my dear fellow. You seem to be thirsty after your curried lamb. Apologies for the container. Mrs. Hudson seems to have purloined all her glasses. It's clean, I assure you. Mary, happy 16-month anniversary. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by and dropping that love. How you doing? We're playing a demo of a Sherlock Holmes game, which I keep calling him Wilson because house. Thank you, Holmes. You were right. I'm more thirsty than I realized. I will trust you have avoided the cross-contamination when it comes to your scientific equipment, and that is not an attempt to poison me. Well, I have done that for him at least. Perhaps I should stop delaying. There's something important I need to speak to him about. Converse with him. Did you enjoy your curried lamb? Yes, very much so. Mrs. Hudson may still have some available if you're hungry. You must eat, Holmes. The case is over. Again, I will say, Have you ever considered getting a dog? Slay, who's your favorite character? Have you ever considered getting a dog? Sometimes. I'm fond of dogs. They require considerable care, however. Indeed, yet they are very loyal beasts with excellent noses. You remember old Toby, kept by Mr. Sherman? If we had a little bit more space, and I thought Mrs. Hudson would allow it, I may have thought to buy him and have him here with us. But now, both man and dog are long dead. Ho-hum, such is the way of things. Damn. Have you written any stories lately? I've had some attempts at jotting down some historical fiction, but I'm struggling to find a home. She stayed up until 1 a.m. after working last night to watch more. She's just like me, for real, for real. Queen. Love her. How's Cooper doing? I've been thinking about him a lot. I may make an attempt at writing up more of your cases. The affair of the dancing men would be popular, don't you think? It certainly had a touch of the sensational about it. Where are the glasses that usually reside by the Gasogene? One of them was broken by your chemistry experiment last week. The rest are currently being cleaned. We must discuss something important. Wait a moment. The thing I wish to say to you, Watson, is quite significant. Am I ready to take this step? I think I'm ready. Watson, we must discuss something important. Earlier you presumed that I was berating myself for allowing you to come to harm. While my thoughts have turned that way often ever since you were injured, it was not what I was thinking of in that moment. Rather, I was trying to decide how to share some important news with you. I've decided to retire. What? Is he eating less fingers? Retire? Yes, to sequester myself away on the farm of my dreams. I have the notion to take up beekeeping. Give up your detective work? Surely not. You are simply upset because I was hurt. In a week or two, no, I'm quite certain. In fact, I purchased a cottage and some land in Sussex several months ago. I do not crave the thrill of detection as much as I once did. It is a task for a young man, and I'm no longer young. It is time to move on. But what am I to do? Whatever you like, Watson. I'm not your keeper. It is a rather large cottage. Am I just, like, desperate, or are they gay? Real Cooper, king shit. Holmes, you know that I will never tire of your company. A countryside retirement sounds idyllic, yet this is very sudden. I'm not sure I'm ready for that kind of seclusion. I still have a few decades worth of perfectly respectable medical career ahead of me and people here who rely on me. Once I fail to supply the curious adventures which thrill you and provide you with the material for your sordid magazine stories, you lose interest in me, is that it? Of course not. You know that's not true. Or perhaps you have set your sights on marrying the sensible and pretty matron who brings you flowers and writes you sweet nothings. If you propose, I'm certain she will agree. She has not been subtle about her intentions. Holmes, you are being childish. He's in love with you. Yes, I suppose I am. Of course I will come with you if you need me. If you ask me to join you, I will. Oh, he's proposing. No, I cannot ask that of you. You are loyal and true to a fault, my dear, dear Watson, and I am certain that you would give up your own passions to join me in mine. If you did, a seed of resentment would be sown, which might drive us apart in the end. I could not endure that. It seems that we are being drawn along different paths then. Yes. Why is this already emotionally decimating me? This is a demo. Strange, isn't it? Yes, very strange. They were wonderful years, weren't they? I loved every moment. Watson, they were glorious. We were glorious. You won't vanish on me, will you, Holmes? You won't simply disappear without telling me where you are going. I could not bear that. No, I think I have a little more sense these days to engage in these kind of theatrics. Should you need me, Watson, you will find me in Sussex, keeping beads and reading philosophy. You will always be very, very welcome. Immediately just starts with just the decimation of a relationship. I really like the pixel style of this. I would love to take up beekeeping. This ripped my heart out of chest and beat me with a 10-ton of bricks. I know, way to start with like the emotional turmoil of like two friends being separated and going on different journeys. Watson. Good afternoon, Holmes. I must apologize for turning up out of the blue like this. I know I should have written ahead of time. My ship came in this morning and I found myself unceremoniously deposited back in England. I couldn't face the hubbub of London. I really am dog-tired, and you do have rather a good track record of perking me up when I come back from war. So I hoped, if it is at all inconvenient, then you must tell me. I'm certain I can find alternative accommodation. Watson, kindly stop talking nonsense. Come inside, get out of that uniform, and make yourself at home. Old Man Yowie? You must stay for as long as you like, my dear, dear Watson. Old Man Yowie. Watson is by my side again. I must ensure that he is able to rest and recuperate. Find a way to tell him. Well, many things. If this game doesn't end with us being able to say I love you. But how? Some grand gesture, perhaps. A picnic on the cliff tops? He would like that. The perfect moment of peace and tranquility after the bloodshed he has seen, all the lives he has saved and not managed to save. However, I have a sense that I am currently not in a fully developed world, but a mere demonstration. Since I'm currently not in a fully developed world, perhaps... Oh, it's a demo. We're in a demo. We're not in the full game. Perhaps a full picnic would not be possible at this time. I will content myself with attempting to fetch some honey from my hives. Okay, let's go. I guess we'll save the exploring for when we get to the actual game. We got a dog. Watson, wake up. How are you feeling? Very well, thank you. Your old war wound is not bothering you. No, I think the swarm weather is good for it. What about you, Holmes? Your arthritis? Pah, arthritis. Are you entirely sure I have arthritis? Yes, I am. I'm sorry, Holmes. I don't mean to act like a mother hen. You cannot help being a doctor, Watson. I have a surprise for you. No, I'm not saying that. I've noticed something... Oh, never mind. How's your house and medical practice in London? They have been all mothballs and dust sheets since I left for France. To tell you the truth, Holmes, I've not been back there. Alright, let's look at him. My stalwart biographer, intimate friend, and erstwhile partner in the art of deduction. Okay. There comes on his mustache. Toast, I believe. Make use of it? Oh, we tickled him. He's wearing his sturdy boots, one he only reserves for muddy walks. Clearly, he's been writing this morning. He has ink stains on his hands. Also, I observed him doing it. Well, okay. We all love a good intimate friend. Toby the Third. The dog talks? Can we talk to him? Hello, Master. You're a good boy. Well, naturally, and I think you are a good human, Master, especially when you give me bones. It is pity for all your intelligence you can't understand me. Ah, Toby, if only you could speak. Oh, don't worry, Master. You have that nice doctor fellow to talk to now, so you don't need me to be lonely. I don't need conversation. I'm content with pats and belly rubs. I'm obsessed with that. Okay. Dog barking. Use it how? I don't know. You're the frickin' beekeeper, loser. We're gonna need that, so. Who the hell is Tilda? Taking that, Tilda. Please don't take them, Mr. Holmes. They need to cost you newts. God. Would you like me to teach you how to harvest honey? Yes, please, Mr. Holmes. I want to be a beekeeper when I grow up. I thought you wanted to be a fisherman when you grow up. That was last week. Very well. First, I put on your protective hat and gloves. The bees are not generally aggressive. Use the smoker. Okay. May I have that? Okay. Yeah, how am I gonna find something cooler than a newt? What the hell? We have to find our special little beekeeping suit. And find something more interesting than a newt? Is it Toby? Follow me. Hi. Do you want my dog? I like her flower crown. Why is he just dragging her? Things on her dress characteristic of the meadow. Okay. Do you want my dog? Oh wait, my dog left me. Oh wait, no, he's right there. Hi, Nerdy! You're okay. I'm sorry to hear that it was an exhausting day. We're messing around, playing the demo of a game. Chillin'. How have you been? Yes, I made a flower crown. There's a badger set there. I want to go back after dark and wait for them to come out, but my auntie won't let me on my own. Perhaps you'd permit me to take you if you'd not object to the presence of an old man who is not quite as adept at crouching in the dark for hours as he used to be. That'd be wonderful, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes? Yes, Miss Tilda? Are you magic? No, as I think we have discussed before, I simply make deductions based on observations. I don't know. I still think you might be magic. You've been neglecting your piano practice. Someone who practices piano daily develops very distinctive musculature in their hands, which you do not have. I don't like playing this smelly old piano. I want to study plants and animals when I grow up, not be a musician. I felt the same way as a boy. All the same, it is good to be able to play an instrument. I agree with that. I wish I still could. I think you will be pleased if you persevere. We already know that she's sketching nudes. Okay. Well, I guess she doesn't want my dog. I thought this game had music for a split second because my husband's watching Interstellar, and I just hear the Interstellar music. Did you enjoy your breakfast of buttered toast? It was wonderful. Martha baked such delicious bread. I have crumbs in my mustache, don't I? One or two. Been surviving. Survival's all we can ask for, right? I'm sorry to hear that things aren't going as great as they could be. What were you writing this morning? Remember the business work with Killer Evans? I do. We just found out about him in O2. Rather vividly, yes. I recall that you were shot. It was only a flesh wound, Holmes. Hardly left a scar. I'm writing up a case story for a publication. I know you are often dismissive of my literary efforts. I do not say you are a poor writer, Watson. I simply wish you would not pander so much to popular taste. Well, I would like to read you the draft this evening. Very well, provided you will accept my honest critique, of course. You plan to go for a walk along the cliffs, but change your mind. Holmes, you will never entirely convince me that you cannot read minds. There's no need to read minds when I can observe your boots. I'd planned to go for a walk, but I remember that the guillemots are fledgling this time of year. It nests precariously on the cliffs, hundreds of feet above the ocean swell. The tiny fledgling's first flight always involves a terrible leaf off the edge. Most of the time, they catch the knack of it before they hit the bottom. Most of the time. Huh. I didn't want to watch. I've seen too many young things die being forced from the nest too soon. What a heartbreaking comment. No further deductions. Okay. Creepy dog statue. What do you have against the creepy dog statue? We need the beekeeping suit. See if we can give her the statue. Can you guys hear like the little bird chirps in this game? Because they're very cute. Hello, do you want a fossil? Or a present for you, Miss Tilda. For me, that's for me. It's a fossil of a trilobite, an extinct kind of sea creature. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. I love it. I love it so much. May I have the jam jar now? Of course. Thanks, Queen. I think I need more stuff to scrape this with. Take that. May I take this, Martha? I may need it to exhume a body. Of course, Mr. Holmes. It doesn't belong in my next kitchen in the first place. Did you say exhume a body? Goodbye, Martha. Trilobite? Thank you. What am I using the phone for? Oh, who are we calling in London? I don't even know what I'm doing. My dear Sherlock, how can I be of assistance? How are you, Mycroft? And how is London? I am well, and so is London. I find that retirement suits me. And you are keeping yourself occupied? Certainly. I breakfast and read the paper from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock. From 10 until 1 o'clock, I take in the view from my window. For 3 whole hours, Mycroft? You do not find that dull. To anyone who wishes to study mankind, that is the spot. I see the whole gamut of society through the window. Then I dine at the Ivy before heading to the Diogenes from 2:15 until 8:15. I see. A punishing schedule. What are you doing with your dotage, little brother? I have taken up beekeeping. The bees occupy my interest as much as the criminal world of London ever did. I completed a magnum opus on the subject, Practical Handbook of Bee Culture, with sub-observations upon the segregation of the queen. A riveting read, no doubt. Family Bammin, hello, happy Tuesday. You made it just in time for the little end of stream. How you doing? I'd like to ask your advice. How can I help? Oh, so we can ask for hints. Okay, that'll be cool. Okay, goodbye. Okay, so cool. There's a hint system. I'm obsessed with that because that's one thing that I really... Can I pick up the cat? I really like about the Nancy Drew games. Real. What a gentleman. Like the locomotive. Real. Okay, so... I think we have just about everything we need for beekeeping. I could be wrong. Yes, put on your little... So known for time out of mind, the bees are calmed by the smoke. The precise mechanism is a hot debate by apian circles. I am of the opinion that bees communicate danger by releasing subtle smells to one another, which the smoke interrupts. I wrote a short monograph on the subject if you're interested. I am. Diogenes. Diogenes? It only takes a light touch. I do not want them to be stressed. Okay. Okay, I think we're doing the right thing. Full of excess honey here, I'll take it with me. Okay, I think we have the right stuff. Okay, I guess I'll just die. Oh, he has all the stuff he needs. My bad. The honey's now in the extractor. I'd have to be turned into a container. I will take the empty tray with me. Okay, shut up. Don't tell me to be more specific. Let's return this to where it goes. From whence you came from. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry that you took off your little beekeeping outfit. Yes. So now I want to collect the honey. Thank you. It looks like a urine cup. Okay. Hey, do you want to go for a picnic? Alright, I guess let's go into our little... Oh. Martha, Tilda, it's opened up all the characters. That's so cute. So, elderflower cordial, a hamper of picnic. Okay, I don't know how we're supposed to find those things, but I have a surprise for you. One worse waking up for. I assure you, follow me. Okay, we did the honey, so I think that's what we need to do. And we're bringing our dog with us. What's all this then? It's a picnic, naturally. I see. Holmes? Yes, dear fellow? Okay, so I did have to bring the food and drink? Oh, wait, no, I don't think it was here. The machine. Yes, the machine. It's quite obvious to me that World U9 Hab is pure artifice, a mere sketch of a fuller work, which the creator hopes to complete one day. Oop, I accidentally skipped a bunch. This unseen creator tends to design a trifling obstacle for me concerning my hives and the collecting of jar honey. I completed the trial, so here's your prize. Spring Sussex honey. Okay, so I did do it right. Well, thank you, Holmes. You know that I enjoy having this on my toast at breakfast. It has occurred to me that you may not realize, that is, I may have made the grave oversight of not making my deep regard for you clear. Without you, Watson, I would have been long lost long ago. I messed that up. If you are right, Holmes, and we are in some make-believe world, I'm pleased that the person who created it ensured that we would be together in such a beautiful place. We can hardly exist apart, I think. Do you suppose the unseen hand that has been guiding your path has enjoyed spending time here with us? Perhaps, I imagine it was a small diversion at least. You know, Holmes, with all this talk of picnics, I'm rather hungry. Perhaps we can go to the pub for the meal, unless the pub doesn't exist. Oh, dear Watson, I don't think you need to fear on that count. The game has come to a close, so you and I are free to walk off into the wider world of imagination, where there's a little thatch roof pub nearby which will serve us quite excellent cottage pie, and we can enjoy one another's company for all eternity. Come along. Oh, I just want the entire game to end there. Do visit us another time, won't you? I will. Sometime soon, in fact, because we're going to buy this game. Congratulations to Dix, who suggested an absolute bang-up game suggestion for something for us to play. I'm going to drop the store page for this. If you guys want to play this yourself, it releases in 9 hours, approximately 9 hours. But we'll actually probably revisit that. Maybe not this week. But we will revisit it because you guys said that you guys would be interested in seeing it, which is really, really nice of you guys. You can tell you're starting to become more consistent with stream when I join and I'll have to renew a sub again. Hey, that's something in itself. Granted, I think I've only streamed once since you were last year, but that's something. And you made it in just for me to say that we're going to raid someone. So let's see who we're going to raid. There's a lot of good people live right now. We were talking about Rule of Rose, so I think I'm going to have you guys raid Candy Quartz because she's a wonderful streamer. But in the meantime, if you guys enjoyed today's stream, you do have great timing. What can you say? Don't forget to check out my socials, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, TikTok. I create unique content across all platforms, and I love to connect with you guys outside of stream. Things have been very slow right now, but I'm getting back on the horse. So hopefully there'll be new YouTube content coming out soon, and I'm getting back to posting things. But this Sunday. We're watching 8 Mile in the Discord, which you should join us for. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am posting weekly stream schedules again on all my socials. So if you guys want to keep up to date with what we're doing, you can check that out. I'm trying to hold myself more accountable and be around more. So fingers crossed. I'm really gonna try to stick with that, and we're gonna find a rhythm. We're gonna find what works, figure this stuff out, and all that good stuff. If you guys enjoyed today's stream and you feel inclined, you guys can always check out my wish list, or toss a donation my way. Both are really great ways to support the channel, and always appreciated but never expected. You guys giving me the gift that is your time and your energy and your kindness, and just you guys being you is more than enough. We're gonna go raid Candy Quartz, who's playing Rule of Rose. Go and enjoy it. Oh, I misspelled raid. Go and enjoy it. Take care of yourselves. Remember, oh so loved, and I think I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Baldur's Gate 3. So take care, guys. Love you all. Bye.